Ricky Gervais.
Hello and welcome to the 67th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you. On a serious note, just looking at all the faces here reminds me of some of the great work that's been done this year by cosmetic surgeons. You all look great. It is an honour to be here in a room full of what I consider to be the most important people on the planet. Actors. They're just better than ordinary people, aren't they? We all know that. But actors aren't just loved here in Hollywood. They are loved the world over because they're recognisable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world, okay, and you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star, and it makes you feel better, okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie, and you think, oh, Mummy. This next category is a bit of a downer, to be honest. It's for writing. We all know writers get way too much credit in Hollywood, and that's due to the generosity of actors sometimes mentioning them. Do you know what I mean? But what would writers do without actors? I don't want to keep going on about actors, but they're the most important ones, okay? It's not the words you say, it's how good you look when you're saying them. That everyone knows that. And the great thing about actors is they want to keep moving forward. They're chameleons, ever-changing and leaving the past behind. How you doing, all right? Cheers. I've had a couple. I'm not going to lie to you. Now listen up. I haven't offended anyone. I didn't mean... It's not my fault. It's a lot of powerful people here, so if I said... It's... Honestly, I like a drink as much as the next man. Unless the next man is
and
Mel
now,
Gibson.
Your host for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais.
Thank you. Hello. And hello. Welcome to the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel. It's going to be a night of partying and heavy drinking. Or as Charlie Sheen calls it, breakfast. Wow. Whoa. So, let's get this straight. What he did was, he picked up a porn star, paid her to have dinner with him, introduced her to his ex-wife, as you do, went to a hotel, got drunk, got naked, trashed the place while she was locked in a cupboard. And that was a Monday. What did he do New Year's Eve? There were a lot of big films that didn't get nominated this year. Nothing for Sex and the City 2. No, I was sure the Golden Globe for special effects would go to the team that airbrushed that poster. What? Great job. Girls, we know how old you are. I saw one of you in an episode of Bonanza. Also not nominated, I Love You, Philip Morris, Jim Carrey and Ewan McGregor, two heterosexual actors pretending to be gay. So the complete opposite of some famous Scientologists then. What? Probably. My lawyers helped me with the wording of that joke. Talking of The Walking Dead, congratulations to Hugh Hefner, who's getting married at the age of 84 to 24-year-old beauty Crystal Harris. When she was asked why she was marrying him, she said because he lied about his age. He told me he was 94. Oh, come on. Don't worry. Hold out and just don't look at it when you touch it. That. love this next presenter. He's so cool. He's the star of Iron Man, Two Girls and a Guy, Wonder Boys. Sorry, these porn films. What? Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang. Bowfinger. Really? Yeah. Up the Academy. Come on. He has done all those films, but many of you in this room probably know him best from such facilities as the Betty Ford Clinic and Los Angeles County Jail. Please welcome Robert Downey Jr. Welcome back. Now, our next presenters are young and thin, with hair and teeth. They're lovely to look at, which is just as well because they're presenting the award for Best Foreign Language Film, a category that no one in America cares about our next two presenters. The first is an actor, producer, writer and director whose movies have grossed over $3.5 billion at the box office. He's won 2 Academy Awards and 3 Golden Globes for his powerful and varied performances, starring in such films as Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Castaway, Apollo 13 and Saving Private Ryan. The other is Tim Allen.
And now, your host for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais.
For any of you who don't know, the Golden Globes are just like the Oscars, but without all that esteem. The Golden Globes are to the Oscars what Kim Kardashian is to Kate Middleton, basically. What? Bit louder, bit trashier, bit drunker. Who needs the Oscars? Not me, and not Eddie Murphy. He walked out on them. He said no, and good for him. But when the man who said yes to Norbit says no to you, you know you're in trouble. Foreign press have warned me that if I insult any of you, or any of them, or offend any viewers, or cause any controversy whatsoever, they'll definitely invite me back next year as well. And I mustn't mention Mel Gibson this year. Not his private life, his politics, his recent films, and especially not Jodie Foster's Beaver. I haven't seen it myself. I've spoken to a lot of guys here, they haven't seen it either, but that doesn't mean it's not any good. It's been an amazing year in show business. It's not all been good news. What's with all the divorces? What's going on? I mean, Arnold and Maria, J-Lo and Mark Anthony, Ashton and Demi, Kim Kardashian and some guy no one will ever remember. He wasn't around long. 72 days. A marriage that lasted 72 days. I've sat through longer James Cameron acceptance speeches than that. Other celebrity scandal. Justin Bieber nearly had to take a paternity test. What a waste of a test that would have been. No. He's not the father. The only way that he could have impregnated a girl was if he'd borrowed one of Martha Stewart's old turkey basters. Open wide. It's been a big year for women in film. Bridesmaids, one of my favourite comedies of the year, yeah. The girls finally proved that they can be as raunchy as the men. Farting, burping, cursing, performing wild sex acts, even pooping in the sink. I actually heard for research the cast spent the weekend with Dame Helen Mirren. She's dreadful. Honestly, you don't see a lot of it because she's got good PR, but she's off the rails. This time last year, our first presenter was the biggest movie star on the planet. But I insulted his film The Tourist, causing his career to plummet so far that he was forced to work with me on my new show, Life's Too Short, which premieres on HBO on February the 19th. Please welcome the man who will wear literally anything Tim Burton tells him to, Johnny Depp. just before, I want to ask you a question. It's real. You can have some.
Just checking.
Yeah. And be honest.
What?
Are you on recreational drugs? I'm joking. No, that's not the question. And we all know the answer. Have you... Ready?
I guess so.
Have you seen The Tourist yet?
Have you? No.
Right. We're already 5 minutes over. I don't know, that's your fault. I was bang on. I just checked, OK? Professional. Keep your speeches short. You don't need to thank everyone you've ever met or members of your family that have done nothing towards this. Just do the main two. Your agent and God. That's the two I thank. Because in my opinion, I know for a fact that both God and my agent had exactly the same amount of input in my career. So that's the second, as we've heard, made her mark in comedy this summer by defecating into a sink. Amazingly, that's still less demeaning than what most of you have done to make it in show business. Oh, it's going well, isn't it? You're so much better than last year's audience. No, they had a right stick up their arse. Thank you. Good. There's a pecking order here. TV round the edge. Movie stars in the middle. Our next presenter is rare. He managed to move all the way from the back when he was on ER to right down the front by becoming one of the biggest stars in the world. If he gets any more popular or any more handsome, he'll be hosting this puppy next year. OK, our next presenter is the Queen of Pop. Not you, Alton. Sit down. She's all woman. I'll give you some clues. She's always Vogue. She's a material girl. And she's just like a virgin. Please welcome Madonna. Our next presenter is British, like me. But unlike me, he's won an Oscar. For his brilliant portrayal in The King's Speech. He's also swooned over by women. I don't see it. I don't get it. Good luck to him. He's also loved by the critics. Oh, good for him. But what you don't know about him is he's very racist. Very. In private, I mean, really nasty stuff. I've seen him punch a little blind kitten. Please welcome the evil Colin Farrell. Last year, our next presenter won both the Golden Globe and the Oscar for her brilliant performance in Black Swan. This year, she took some time out to have a baby. Consequently, she's been nominated for nothing. Really pathetic. But she's learned that valuable lesson that all you already knew: never put family first. Please welcome the very foolish Natalie Portman.